guys, so I'm gonna pop off this video just like this. So today I'm coming at you guys with a pregnancy and postpartum getting ready with me talk through video. So I'm just gonna be doing my makeup and answering some questions about pregnancy and postpartum. I did a poll on Instagram to see what people will want to know, and yeah, so I wrote the questions down because of course I'm using my phone to film. I got my whole little makeup thing set up right here, so yeah, just stay tuned and keep watching if you want to know about my pregnancy and postpartum experience. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows off camera just because I didn't want to have to do them on camera. It's just a tedious process sometimes with brows, so I went ahead and did them off camera. And I'm just doing a real soft, neutral makeup today. Like, I'm not gonna come at y'all with a bunch of extra eyeshadow and stuff too, because I plan on doing a Valentine's Day makeup video. So I'm just gonna, do something light today and answer y'all's questions. So the first question is, when did you know you were pregnant / how did you know you were pregnant? So I want to say we had just really got into the quarantine, because at this time I was dental assisting, and Kevon and them had just found out that, well, really the world had just found out that like there wasn't going to be an NCAA tournament. Everything was just shutting down, right? So I was only on call at work, so I wasn't really working like that because they only had me on call because of the virus. They didn't want, that we didn't know how bad it was yet, and I was dental assisting, so that's working in people's mouths, so that's like, pretty dangerous as far as coronavirus goes, because I mean that's how this thing is being spread. We got to wear a mask everywhere and everything. So I was fully up on PPE and all that stuff before coronavirus, because I used to have to do that at work. But so like I said, I was on call at work, and it was quarantine, so we was just doing a lot of chilling, hanging out, and it was just me, Key, and then some of our friends. Occasionally we would all hang out, it was nothing to really do. He couldn't go and play basketball. They were shut down from like going to the gym or anything. And then of course, like I said, there wasn't gonna be like an NCAA tournament. One day, y'all, I'm not gonna even lie, I went to Chick-fil-A, and normally when I go to Chick-fil-A, I just get I'll either get an 8 count or I'll get a chicken sandwich with no pickles. And then I'll never really like eat the fries or anything like that. But one day I had went to Chick-fil-A, and I was finna go back to my place to do something, but I wanted some Chick-fil-A before I went back to my place. And honey, when I tell you I got the deluxe chicken sandwich with the cheese on it, like I had everything on it, and I murdered the sandwich and the fries and the drink. And I think I even had some chocolate chip cookies after that. Like, I just murdered the whole meal. So that right there to me was like, girl, why you eating like this? Like, I don't never just like go crazy like that, especially not back then. Like, I just wasn't eating a whole bunch of food like in one setting like that. So I was late, just like how normal people find out they're pregnant, any other person would. I was late on my cycle for like a week, and my cycle has always been very irregular. Like, I've never, like I said before my Get to Know Me video, I used to play volleyball, run track. Like, I was an athlete growing up, so my cycle was just never on track or consistent. Like, it just never, it would consistently come for the same time of the month for a while, and then after a while that would change. Like, it never came consistently, so I didn't think anything of it when I was late. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But if I'm a week late, or, you know, once I start getting a week late, you know, I'm gonna go get tested, make sure I'm good. So I was a week late, and I was at work tripping. I had just, actually a girl I was working with named Brittany, she had just found out that she was pregnant. So we was all like, oh, but keep in mind, Brittany was like a grown woman with a degree. She already had a daughter, like, and, you know, she was married. So everybody was like, oh, good for you. But I was nervous, and I was telling them, like, you know, I haven't started my cycle. And they were like, Tyler, you're pregnant. You're pregnant. I'm like, no, I'm not. So where I worked at was like a HIV clinic, but I was in the dental part of it. So we assisted people who had HIV with their dental work. And so they kept like condoms and pregnancy tests and all that on deck at the clinic. So I took a pregnancy test at work, and it came back negative. Like, there was nothing. I took one that was negative and one was a blank test. So I'm like, So then I took another one when I got home, and it was negative. It was negative. But my period still was not coming. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the clinic and take a test, because, like, at the clinic, they'll, like, you know, they'll know more for sure if I am or not. And, man, I took that test. That test took 2 seconds to come up positive, y'all. Like, 2 seconds. And the lady was like, oh, congratulations. And I was just like, oh, okay. You know, I was definitely not expecting that at all. You know, and we were in quarantine and stuff, so it was just kind of like nerve-wracking. But yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant. I went to the clinic because I had a feeling, and baby girl, I knew my body. I knew I was tripping when I ate that damn chicken sandwich with all that stuff on it. I was like, I normally don't eat like this. Like, I'll eat, but like, dang, I'm like, I was just so freaking hungry. I'm like, but I ain't never been this hungry to where I just killed this like this. Like, so that is how I found out and when I knew and all that stuff. So did I want a boy or a girl? So I honestly wanted a boy, but it's because I thought she was a boy. Like, y'all, I was like craving all the salty things. You know, I didn't really want, it wasn't like I wanted anything sweet. My skin looked good. My hair looked good during pregnancy. Like, all the things that they say happen when you're having a boy is what was happening to me. So I assumed that my baby was a boy. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all now. These are the lashes I'm using. I am the Mink in the number 12s. I always get questioned about my lashes, so I just wanted to show y'all that. But yeah, so I definitely thought she was a boy, so I was kind of like, ooh, I wanted a boy. I really did. But I mean, I wasn't sad to know that she was a girl. I think I was more nervous about, you know, having her, knowing she's a girl, just because, you know, I don't know, raising girls is different, especially when you're the mother. Like, you know, I just feel like I got work to do, okay, honey? I got to show my baby, you know, she could be a boss. So she could do this life shit for real. So yeah, I definitely wanted a boy, and I thought she was a boy, but like I said, I was not disappointed when I found out she was a girl. If anything, after like the baby shower and everything, you know, I was doing and having fun with getting to do and put up stuff and hang up stuff and make stuff look cute, I was excited, if anything. So yeah, next question says, did you go through depression? And thank God I haven't went through depression. I didn't go through depression during my pregnancy, nor have I had postpartum depression. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely have my days where I'm like, whoo, like, how I'm going to get through tonight, or how I'm gonna get through today. Like, you know, I'm ready to get through this, whatever adversity it is that I'm facing at that time, whether it's with her or with my body, or, you know, working out, eating, you know, just anything that life comes with, that motherhood comes with. I definitely have my days, but I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I just, like, you know, went through depression. And I'm so blessed because I had a great support system around me while I was during my pregnancy, and when I first had her. Even now, like, I just have a good support system around me. I have positive energy around me, you know, and good things and good people who care about me, who care about my well-being, and, you know, care about the well-being of my child. So it makes it easier, you know, when you have people who can kind of take the load off, like, of you for a little while. So definitely no depression, thank the Lord, because that's definitely something a lot of women experience, and it's something that I feel like can really make you question yourself and your ability to be a mother and whatever else you desire to be. So I'm thankful that I personally did not go through depression during or after pregnancy. Like I said, that don't mean I didn't have my moments. So I'm not telling y'all that you're not gonna have some moments where you're gonna be like, ugh, or damn, or, you know, you just wake up not really feeling it one day. You know, you're definitely gonna have those moments, but that don't necessarily mean like you're depressed or, you know, you're down and out. So I will say that. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to open this and I gotta be careful because it's kind of crushed. So yeah. Okay, so next, what foods did I crave? So in the beginning, like I said, I craved a lot of salty foods. Like, I wasn't really like craving a lot of like sweets or anything like that in the beginning. Like, at first, especially before I knew it was a girl, like, I wasn't craving sweets. But baby, by my second trimester, after dinner, I needed a dessert. Like, I needed something sweet all the time. Like, I really did. But in the beginning, when I first got pregnant, I don't know, I just went on like this sweet strike. Like, I just did not eat sweets. Like, I only ate like salty foods, and like when I was hungry, I was hungry. Like, I wanted like a meal. I didn't want like, you know, something super light. Like, you know, I wanted to eat when I wanted to eat. Did I just mess this up? I think I did just a little bit. It's okay though, I'll fix it. But yeah, so after a while it was sweets. Oh, you know what I loved? I loved those Snicker ice cream bars. I like cereal. I mean, I loved cereal before I got pregnant. So I mean, the fact that I loved it when I was pregnant, I mean, it didn't really surprise me because, like I said, I'm already a cereal fanatic. I love cereal, me and Key. But man, once I was pregnant and I was craving like different types of cereal, like I wanted Trix or Cocoa Pebbles, honeycombs. It just depended on what I was feeling that week, to be honest. Ooh, putting these on is a process, honey. Okay, so let me keep talking. Next question is how I felt when I found out I was pregnant. Like I said, I was really shocked, surprised, nervous, of course, because like, who wouldn't? I mean, who just wouldn't be nervous to find out that they're gonna be a parent? So, you know, I won't even say that I was just very surprised. I was very surprised. I didn't really know how to even take or accept the information of me being, like, the fact that I was pregnant. It just was, it was crazy at first, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, how am I even supposed to just know how to raise a baby? I don't really feel like getting up to go wet my beauty blender, y'all, so I'm just gonna do it like this. But I'm not even putting on a lot of foundation, so it don't matter. But you know, I just really was very surprised and nervous. And at first, you know, of course there's always the discussion of, you know, well, what are we gonna do? Like, what's our plan? Do we want to keep the baby? Do we want to, you know, because let's be realistic, as a woman and, you know, as a man, as grown people, you know, you have to, bringing a life into this world is not something that you just do and just do it, like, you know, and that's it. Like, oh yeah, we got a baby, da, 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 da. Like, it's cute and all, but it's a lot that come with that, you know. So you have to make sure that you're prepared for that, and that is something that you both want, because if not, then you're just hindering that child. Like, you know, it's a whole nother life to think about. So if you know what I'm saying, when you make that decision with somebody, make sure y'all are making it together, and it's something that, you know, is discussed, and it's something that you really want to do, like, because it's not a game. It's not a game. Being a parent is a job, okay, honey? It's my duty every day to get up and get myself together so I can get my child together. Like, that is my blessing, and that is something that, you know, I'll always cherish and appreciate becoming a parent, because it opened your eyes to a whole nother, you know, side of life. You know, you just look at things a lot differently. And from really a mature perspective. So yeah. But I would say, you know, I was definitely any feeling that you feel when you are when you find out you're gonna some big news, or like, you know, it's crazy feeling. It's really just a crazy feeling, because you're nervous and excited all in one. And, you know, pregnancy, your man going through, especially when your man is really there for you and going through it with you, it's tough for the both of y'all, you know. But I'm just so blessed and grateful to have the support system I have, y'all. Like, for real. Without them, this would be, well then, I'm just dropping stuff. You know, it would be a lot harder. It would. So, you know what I'm saying? If you know that you don't really got a support system, and you know that, you know, whoever you with is not really for having the baby, first of all, don't never make nobody have no baby with you. And secondly, like, make sure it's something that your life can tolerate at the time. Like, if you know your life can't tolerate that, make the best decision for you. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, let's see. Now it says, how long did it take the V to heal? Honey. So I'm gonna just tell y'all now, I got an epidural. And when I tell you, that really changes the game and really helps, like, it really does help, because having a baby for me felt like I was just finna take the biggest poop of my life. Like, I didn't feel like, you know, I didn't really feel pain. I just felt a whole lot of pressure. Like, even after I had her, oh baby, I slept good. I think me and her both slept good. And can I just point out that when you become a parent, like, you just never really fully sleep at night. Like, I don't really fully sleep at night anymore. I don't know. I just don't. Like I be asleep, but I'm also on alert and I'm awake. Like, I can hear her. I can feel if she's not next to me, or if she's moved or just something don't feel right, like, you just never really fully sleep again when you become a parent. That's the truth. That is the truth about it. But anyways, I mean, I won't say it took forever for my down there area to heal, but it definitely took some time. And then, you know, you bleed a lot after you have a baby. You really do, because, you know, you haven't had a cycle for months. Like, you know, you really, that all comes out at once after you have a child. So yeah, but I will say that you just have to really take it slow. Like, I couldn't be like doing too much standing up or too much sitting down, too much walking, too much standing. Like, everything just kind of had to be evened out, especially like walking up and down the stairs. Like, that was tough. Oh, and my back was freaking hurting from that epidural after I had her. Like, my back was sore for like literally, I want to say my back stopped hurting maybe like mid-January, end of January. Like, I don't really feel my back hurting no more. But my back was in a lot of pain after I had Cassidy. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just hurting so freaking bad. So another question says, did it hurt? I don't know if this person is asking, did giving birth hurt? Did being pregnant hurt? Being pregnant definitely had its times when it hurt, like, especially like once she could start moving and kicking and stuff in my stomach. And giving birth, like I said, it was just a lot of pressure because I did have an epidural, so a lot of pressure, like I was taking the biggest poop of my life. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and answer this last question while I take out my little things in my head, my flexi rod. So this last question is, how long did you wait to do the nasty? So I waited 8 weeks. And you really just have to make sure that you're careful about that, because you can get pregnant again if you don't wait like you're supposed to. So, and we don't want that. We definitely don't want that. So, I just waited 8 weeks after, and I did have my doctor's appointment after, where, like, you know, they check to make sure that you are good and all that stuff. So you always have to make sure you're looking out for your body, because, honey, who wants to be pregnant back to back? I sure don't, because pregnancy is not even like a bad thing, or like it's tough, but and it definitely changes you and puts you through some things, but it's not like one of those things that you just will never get through. And I guess because my experience with it has been that, like, you know, like, I've pretty much conquered and got through a lot of the stuff I went through when I was pregnant. You know, I just feel like, you know, as long as you are true to your body. That's another thing too, I will say, that was big for me when I was pregnant, was like still getting up and working out and being active throughout my day, because I did not work my entire pregnancy due to COVID. And you know, I still had to keep myself busy, like, you know, like doing things like going for a walk in the park, or walking boss, like, you know, just doing things to keep myself up and going and busy, and, you know, moving around, just sitting down all day, and, you know, being, you know, you gotta keep your body moving, so that way you're not telling yourself that you can't, or, you know, you don't feel good, like, you know. So I definitely will say keep yourself positive and uplifted, and keep yourself around positive and uplifting people as well when you are um going through pregnancy. It's always good to have that, because pregnancy is tough. Like I said, like I'll never forget, I ordered a dress to wear for my baby shower, and if you watch the video, I wore like this little one-piece thing, but I ordered this dress to wear and I could not fit it, y'all. Like I was crying, I was upset, you know. I felt like I was just so fat and big, and just, you know, not like, oh my gosh, like how will I ever get back to myself, my confidence, my, you know, how I view myself before I was even pregnant, you know, because I kept myself up before I was pregnant. So I, of course, was like, I don't want pregnancy or becoming a mom to change that. You know, you want to always be yourself, regardless of getting married, having a baby, you know. So I was so upset, but I just remember Kevon telling me, like, you know, you're carrying a whole human being inside of you. Like, this is not just like about you anymore. Like, so don't think of it as like, oh, I'm fat. Like, you're carrying life. Like, you finna have a baby in a couple months. Don't, you know what I'm saying, make yourself feel bad for that. Like, be proud of that. So that's definitely something to remind yourself, like, you're carrying a human. Don't put yourself down. Like, and like I said, like, do positive things. Like, even if it's just as simple as going for a walk, or getting some fresh air, going outside. Like, do stuff that will, you know, help make you feel good about, you know, pregnancy and having a baby. And, you know, think about how you want your kid to view you. You know, I want my child to view me as in a positive light, and I want her to see her mom, you know, smiling and happy. And babies can feel your energy, like, even when they're in your stomach. So you don't want to be negative, because who wants to have a negative baby? Trust me, I hate to hear my baby cry. Hearing her cry, I be like, oh, Lord, what am I doing wrong? So yeah, just, you know, don't be hard on yourself, and take each day step by step. Pregnancy is a beautiful thing, and having a baby is like life-changing. It really is. Yeah, y'all, this is my little rod set, how it turned out. I'm kind of shake the roots out a bit. It's not perfect, but I mean, it's gonna work for today. So I'm gonna just kind of let this. Okay, y'all, so thank you so much for watching this video. This is how everything turned out. It turned out real cute. I just want to say, if you're a pregnant woman or you've had a baby, you are awesome. Okay, having a baby, becoming a mom is not, you know, just a walk in the park. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of faith, and a lot of favor from the Lord, honey, because it is just not easy. So I really thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video about my pregnancy and postpartum experience. If you have any more questions about it, let me know. Put it in the comment below. Like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and click on the bell so you can get notifications every time I post. I really hope you guys enjoyed this too. This is just a little 1-2.